What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel, Too Easy Outdoors. My name is Ray, and I'm gonna help the new hunters get the 5 successful tips to help them get that wall hunger they want this year. Let's get it. All right, y'all, so we're gonna get straight into it. I would say number one is education. Please check out a hunter's education course so you can make yourself familiar with some of the basic things about going hunting. Some of the basic things that will help you out here in the woods, help you out with your weapons, help you out with shot placement on a deer. This course is usually inexpensive. I believe here in Virginia is running about $30. Please invest in yourself before you go out here in the woods and find yourself in a situation. It will save your life. Step number two. Step number two is safety. Hunting is all about safely hunting. You do not want to find yourself in a situation that you could have easily prevented with a little bit of knowledge. Please go into these woods safely. Please have a plan. If you have a loved one, if you have a friend, let them know what time you plan on going into the woods and coming out of the woods. So if that time gets surpassed, people know to make some calls. Please know when you're climbing up a tree stand for the first time or any time, please purchase a harness. It can easily save your life. Too many broken legs, too many deaths are happening because of someone falling out of a tree. Step three. Step three is know the weapon that you are using. Please know your weapon. Please know your capabilities. Safety is the most important part of hunting. When hunting, you are betting on yourself on being capable of shooting a 10-inch radius on a deer. Although that is a very large area on the body of this animal, you would be surprised how difficult it is when you've been sitting out here for 7 hours and he walks in and you have about 30 seconds to act. At that point, you're going to get the jitters. You're going to get the first, what do they call it? You're going to get buck fever. You're going to be holding that gun and doing some of that right there. You're going to get buck fever. You're going to be holding that gun and doing some of that right there. So please know your weapon. Please practice frequently. So when that time comes, you can minimize and you can really reduce the margin of error that may happen in a time like that. Please know your weapon. Make yourself familiar with your weapon. Step four is land. Land is obviously important because if you don't have land, I don't know exactly what you're going to be hunting. So if you don't have private land, it's not the end of the day. It's not the end of the world. Every county, at least that I would know of, or every state has some type of state-funded land, public land. Please go on to your wildlife management state's website and make yourself familiar with the public land that they have to offer. It's free of charge. Majority of the time, you do not need to purchase any extra licenses aside from your hunter's license or your archery license, whatever. Regardless of any of that, go on this page, spend some time to get yourself educated so you can go out here and have a good hunt. When you get to this land, when you find this land that you want to hunt, spend some time in the land. Don't let the first day of archery or the first day of black powder be the first day that you go out here and spend some time in these woods. Go out there a couple times, do some scouting, do some, hey, let's see where I want to sit at. Let's see where the woods open up, where I'll have a good 360 radius of being able to see around where I set up my stand. Let's know where the thickets and the parts of the woods where you're not going to see anything all day and you could have spent your day doing something else. Spend some time in the woods, and that would easily boost up your chances of taking a deer this year just by spending some time in the woods. Lastly, step 5, what people want to hear about. Taking a deer's life and what to do after. When you kill this deer, I misspoke. How about this? When you shoot this deer, the first thing that I recommend that you do is reload. Most people are not going to tell you that. I was not told that. Short story, one of the first deer that I ever shot at was a completely massive wall hanger. Came out of the woods probably about 15 minutes after I climbed up in my tree stand, my climber. It was a 100-yard shot. I didn't have a tripod rest or anything of that nature, and I was facing forward, and he came out to my right. At this point, I had my black powder, my CVA Wolf. I took my time to get my shot correct, and I shot. The deer fell. I immediately started celebrating. I'm texting my buddy, big buck down, get the full wheeler ready. I'm talking all kind of crap. Next thing you know, this joker gets up and starts wallowing back into the woods. I'm like, what the heck? Please reload your gun. Reload your gun. You do not want to be that guy that shot a deer of a lifetime and you watched him walk away. So, there you go. That's step 1. 2, after you successfully take this animal, please do not forget to either take a tag off and wrap it around the animal, or go on your app that holds your license and notch a tag, pretty much. Please do not forget this step. It is extremely important. If for some reason a game warden rolls up on you and you have not notched a tag, that might be a whole nother situation that you don't want to deal with. From there, you can take this animal back to wherever you have available, whether that's a butcher shop or whether you choose to skin this deer yourself. What I would say is, if it's a hot day, please have a plan, because you do not want to spoil this meat. So that's my 5 steps in deer hunting, and I hope that it helped you out. Check me out on the next videos to come. Appreciate you watching.